So we move from the first interface, which is a chatbot like this, to APIs. What is APIs? If you want to call a particular model in your environment, in your organization, in your Python notebook, if you are a software engineer, if you are a marketing professional, if you want it, if you want to make sure that you don't go and take your data to an LLM, but you bring the LLM to your context, you use an API. Okay. So you can call the LLMs from various different apps, automations, services, and so on. Support copilots, content generation, search, summarization, etc. All of these are examples where you call an LLM in your context, right? So the model becomes the building block. Your software still remains what you do. Maybe you do 10 things as part of your own workflow. You bring your LLM into this workflow and maybe add intelligences, or maybe you let it take some autonomous decisions, right? That is what is APIs. Very similar is an agent infrastructure, right? So you can get this into IDEs, which is where software developers, if you're a software developer, machine learning engineer, you would already know a bit about it, right? So you have multiple different ways where you can call your LLM inside your personal channels and so on. Coming to agents. Agents are a form of calling your LLM into your specific environment. Okay. So it will not just answer. I want everybody to please just read this one agent idea piece. It does not just answer. It can look at your specific local context. It can decide. You give it access to multiple different tools, and then it can also take multi-step actions. All right. So this is something that is an agent. OpenClaw that we are talking about today is an agent framework. It does pretty much this. All right. That's one thing that is important to know. Examples, coding agents, research agents, operations, marketing, support, so on and so forth. OpenClaw is specifically a personal agent. Basically, you still do very similar things, but OpenClaw is, when we talk about personal agents, you are giving it access to your personal tools and personal accounts. As I continue to say, it is risky. So make sure that we have the right security in place before you do that. But it is essentially an agent just associated to your personal accounts and personal data. Okay, your devices, your messages, your files, your WhatsApp account. You can, if you know WhatsApp, you might be having your own number and you can just, talk to it, store it for notes. When you connect OpenClaw to your personal account, it essentially means you are able to get an understanding of how to connect your personal WhatsApp account to OpenClaw on your laptop, perform certain actions and feed it back to your WhatsApp, right? That's the whole idea. So tasks that can help one individual, it's not a generic flow, etc., etc. All right. So it has LLMs. It is connected to your channels and your personal accounts, and it feels closer to a personal account. That's essentially how you should think of it.